What's up, everybody? Welcome back once again to your boy's channel. You already know who it is. I'm back with a brand new video. And we got some interesting news we're going to talk about right now, okay? Because it looks like the Harry Potter TV show has found their new Snape. And his name is Paapa Essiedu. Correct me if I'm wrong. And a lot of people are up in arms with this casting choice because of the simple fact that this man is black. And as y'all know, the last man who played Snape, the great Alan Rickman, was white or British, I'm not sure. And so here we are with this new guy playing Snape, and fans are up in arms because of the fact that he's not white or British, whatever you want to call it. And you know, I'm already curious about the backlash that is going to happen when we finally get the casting for Ron, Hermione, and Harry, because they ain't even picked him yet. They got Professor Dumbledore, they got Snape, they got Hagrid. So it's gonna be curious. I'm curious to see how this backlash, because this right here is only the tip of the iceberg, how the backlash is gonna hit when they finally get the main three actors cast. I wouldn't be surprised if they go a different route and they're all different nationalities. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't surprise me because of the simple fact that this you know, this race swap thing has been going on for a long time. You know, you look at The Little Mermaid that came out maybe a year, 2-3 years ago, starring Haley Bailey. She's black, obviously. Ariel, we've all seen in the cartoon, has always been white. And, you know, the list goes on and on and on with all these other TV shows and movies where they've race swapped characters. And, you know, as long as the guy does a great job, I'm okay with it. I know there's a big issue because obviously James Potter, Harry's father, and his mom, you know, they dated, right? And they got married, had Harry. But Snape was in love with Harry's mom, and obviously with the whole race thing being thrown out there, because obviously now Snape is going to be black, portrayed as a kid or a teenager or whatever, and then as an adult, you know, he's obviously black, and he's going to be having some issues with Harry. Listen, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, okay? I didn't watch all the movies. I only watched 2. I didn't read all the books. I only read, I only seen 1 movie. That was the OG one. I only read like 2 of the books, okay? But I know that Snape and Harry had a very rock relationship. He wasn't a big fan of him, maybe because he reminded him too much of his father, and he didn't like his father because he ended up dating and marrying Lily instead of him. So, you know, it is what it is. But the problem is, we got a black man playing Snape now, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be surprised if more of the casting, they start diversifying and going outside of the regular white woman and man race to fill out these roles. Like I said, this is on the tip of the iceberg. I want to see who is going to play Harry, Ron, Hermione. And I almost forgot about Harry's you know, his nemesis, Draco Malfoy, you know what I'm saying, and Draco's parents. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they feel out the rest of this cast. But this right here is the tip of the iceberg with Paapa Essiedu being named as the new Snape. They got fans up in arms, and I just want fans to try to be open-minded about this and stop trying to throw race into every single thing. You know, we've had so many roles be race swapped. Go look at I can't think of the name of the TV show. Percy Jackson, the TV show, right? You got a black actress, Leah Jeffries, playing Annabeth, and I think she does an amazing job. But I remember doing a video maybe 2 or 3 years ago when it was first announced, and there was so much backlash against this girl, and she's knocked it out of the park. She's done an amazing job, and I'm really proud of her. And I can't wait for season 2. Y'all have no fucking idea. But at the end of the day, you know, this is something that the director decided upon. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of input from J.K. Rowling on who they want to play the role. Same thing with Leah Jeffries. The author, I forgot his name. I love the books. I can't think of his name. The author had a hand in who was playing the role of Rick Riordan. That's his name. Had a role in who was going to play some of these characters. So I think we should give this man a shot. You know what I'm saying? Not just bury him already because of his color. I get it. Okay, listen to me. I get it. Okay, I get it. I do understand. I get it. Okay, listen to me. I understand. When books are made into TV shows and movies. You want the character to look as if, you want the character to look what they're being described as in the books, right? But obviously we live in a different time. Things are changing. People are, not people, but, these casts are being, for whatever reason, race swapped. And, again, I think this guy should be given a fair shot. I don't think people should just bury the TV show, because you look at one of the positives, right, outside of the casting. The TV show is going to be able to tell more of a story that the movies couldn't tell. I know there was a big percentage of fans who were happy with movies. Some percentage of fans were not, because of the fact that there was so much cut out. And it happens time and time again, where not everything that happens in the books is going to be translated over to the movies, but it can be translated over to the TV shows because of the fact that there's so much story to tell. You can have a 15 to 20 episode thing going on, right? And so with this new Harry Potter series, I feel like people should try and keep an open mind, as long as the actor does a great job at playing Snape, because nobody says Snape has to be black. Nobody says Snape has to be black or white. As long as the guy is playing the role to a T, I feel like he and everybody else who signs up for the role deserves a fair shot. I'm pretty sure he knew going into this, maybe if he's read the books, that there was probably going to be some backlash because of him being black, Snape being white, and of course nobody's ever going to be able to replace the great Alan Rickman. But, I'm going to try to keep an open mind to it. Will I watch it? I don't know. Possibly. I think each book is going to be tied into each season. So this is obviously going to be Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and it's going to be the first season from the first book, and who knows some of the episodes. I'll have to do my research and see. But again, Paapa Essiedu is the new Snape. Everybody's up in arms about this, or at least some people. I don't know for everybody, but a big chunk of fans are up in arms about this because he's a black man. Obviously, there's going to be some issues with the clips and the flashbacks when you got Snape going at James Potter, when you got Snape going at a grown, or at least a young Harry Potter, because of the simple fact that, he's black, Harry's going to be possibly white, who knows? They could possibly make Harry a black kid in here. I don't know. If that happens, this show is really going to be getting a lot of backlash, and I'm going to watch it and maybe react to it just for all the fun of all the backlash that it's going to get. But I really hope this man knocks this role out of the park and does a great job. Again, give the man a fair shot, okay? Open your eyes to this man taking on this role. Do not shut him out just because he's a black man and he's not what y'all expected. There's a lot of characters that I've read about in books, and they went from being, characters in books to live action, and the characters look nothing like what I imagined. I understand it's a different race. That's completely different, but you gotta open your eyes and try and keep an open mind. So y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this news? Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this channel to 4,000 watch hours and 2,000 subscribers. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Peace out.